Kevin Darnell Hart was born on July 6, 1979, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was raised by his single mother, Nancy Hart, and one brother, Robert. His father, Henry Witherspoon, a cocaine addict, was in and out of jail most of Kevin's childhood, and Kevin used humour as a way to cope with his troubled family life. After graduating from high school, Kevin Hart briefly attended the Community College of Philadelphia and moved to New York City. He then moved to Brockton, Massachusetts, and found work as a shoe salesman.
When I was a shoe salesman, I don't do things with a half-ass intent behind them. So my thing was, I'm gonna be the best shoe salesman. I'm eventually going to work for Nike. That's how I say. I'm going to work for Nike corporate, and I'm going to take this thing and spin it into something big.
Right.
So I had big goals within being.
But why not?
Being in shoes.
Kevin Hart began pursuing a career in stand-up comedy after performing at an amateur nightclub in Philadelphia.
Old people, they really get me mad because they get upset with you when you don't want to give up your seat, you know? No, the hell with you. I'm tired too. When you see them, do what I do, act like you sleep. Look at this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. She coming back. She coming back. Go back to sleep.
Kevin Hart's first gig was at the Laugh House in Philadelphia, under the name of Lil Kev, which didn't go well. His career suffered a slow start, as he was booed off stage several times, once even having a piece of chicken thrown at him. After those initial unsuccessful shows, Hart began entering comedy competitions throughout Massachusetts, and his fortunes soon turned for the better.
But it was a racist dolphin. I'm gonna tell you how I know it was a racist dolphin. Cause like, you know how dolphins be like, "Kick it, kick it, kick it." Well, when I got out the water, I looked at him and he looked at me, he's like, "Nigga, nigga." And I said, "What did you just, what?" My name's Kevin Hart, y'all been a great crowd. See you.
Kevin Hart had two people in his life to help him get to where he is now. One of them is Keith Robinson. He was Kevin Hart's mentor, and he also did stand-up, which helped Kevin Hart with his career.
This guy sitting next to me, this old, unattractive, pot-bellied male with women breasts. This here is Keith Robinson.
Why do you keep adding shit?
Keith, I just kept seeing things. This is a guy that he sees me perform for the first time. I come off, I go, "What did you think?" He goes, "You stink." It did.
There you go. Now you're a monster.
Also, Judd Apatow, who did stand-up but went on to directing and making 40-Year-Old Virgin, which Kevin Hart had a small role in as a smart tech consumer.
The rules, but now he see that Jay make the rules in smart tech, that I run this bitch, and now he about to bounce.
It's your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
What did I do?
It don't fucking matter. Yeah, well, aim high, Willis. Aim high.
Please don't do this.
He also filmed a pilot, North Hollywood, made in 2001 for Judd Apatow, but it was never broadcasted.
And then Kevin Hart was somebody that I did a pilot with.
Yeah.
And Kevin and I became friends, and I did a TV pilot for ABC, and it was about unemployed actors and comedians. And it starred Amy Poehler, Kevin Hart, Judge Reinhold, and Jason Segel.
Wow.
And January Jones. And this is in 2002. And it didn't get picked up. And I kept saying to them, "Do you understand that these are going to be like, you know, some of the great people in our industry?"
Yeah.
And ABC had no interest whatsoever. Wow. And then Kevin Hart was on Undeclared, you know, a bunch of times. And yeah, so there's a lot of fun people and all these things.
Yeah, man, you fine.
It took time for Hart to develop a unique comedic style. After an early period of attempting to imitate comedians like Chris Tucker, he found his own rhythm by delving into his insecurities and life experiences. "Because of what I do, it has to be an open book," he has said. But right now, this is a book that is being written. Hart's comedy tours began in 2009 with his act titled "I'm a Grown Little Man."
Yeah, then get that, you know what I'm saying? Flip that, press that, everybody get money, burger, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking shit, you know what I mean? Talking dip, Lord, dip, nigga, you know what I mean? Talking to me, right?
Followed by Seriously Funny in 2010.
Yo, yeah, I swear to God, it was like the best night of my life, I swear to God. Hey, what's up, babe?
You know what? Nothing. Do you. I don't got time for this. Do you, boo-boo. Do you, boo-boo. You know why? Because I'm a do me. Do you, boo-boo?
Laugh at My Pain in 2011.
Now, at any funeral you go to, there's always one person at the funeral that's there to avenge the death
of whoever died. They want payback.
And most recently, his TV special titled Let Me Explain in 2013.
Understand something, people. Lying will ruin your life. Lying will ruin your goddamn life. Lying ruined my marriage. True shit, sweetie. Lying ruined my goddamn marriage. That's a lie. I cheated. Let's talk about it, though. Let's figure it out. Don't judge me. Let me explain.
Tim Bagley was an actor who worked with Judd Apatow on both Knocked Up and This Is 40.
Form, you said you were born in 1974, but your paper, it said 72.
It's 1974.
Oh, wait. On your last form, you said that you were born in 1975.
I've been working on my rewrite. I lie about my age, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I know how old you are by counting the rings.
Bagley explains that Apatow starts with a brilliantly written screenplay. He uses it as a solid foundation. On the day, he shoots the draft of the scene he's written. Then he likes to rewrite and collaborate whilst the scene is still on his feet being performed. He pitches a lot of lines, often whilst the camera is still rolling. He gives the actors several takes to improvise and play, allowing something inspiring to happen in the moment. He gathers multiple options for when he is editing. Kevin Hart's early film and television career would have involved an improv teaching from Judd Apatow. I'll start off with Regina because my scenes are with Regina more than they are with Joy. I consider myself funny and I'm good when it comes to improv off the top of my head, and Regina is amazing at keeping up, says Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has worked on quite a lot of his movies this year. He's been working on Upside, which was produced in 2017 but had a really late release. He's also working on My Own Worst Enemy, and another Jumanji movie, because the last Jumanji did really well, and so decided to make another one.
What, Vay?
Where the rest of me?
Oh my God. Bridge?
Yeah, I'm Fridge. Who are you?
It's me, Spencer.
He is also in another animation movie called The Secret Life of Pets 2.
It's initiation time. The revolution has begun. Liberated forever. Domesticated never. Yeah!
That ball of fluff's got a screw loose.
Oh, yes, tiny dog.
Yay, funny!
Jab, jab, jab. Body blow, breakaway move. Remember